We have the most enormous crypto airdrop incoming. We've been farming it for months and the airdrop is nearing. ZK Sync is about to take the snapshot, so this is your last chance, ladies and gentlemen. And this video is going to show you how to get multiple ZK Sync airdrops from one wallet. That's right, multiple airdrops. I will show you the most incredible guide, so buckle up. Let's not waste any time and crack on with it. Remember, nothing in this video is financial advice, purely my own opinion based on my own research. Do not invest in anything you can't afford to lose. And be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you have any questions whatsoever. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at AltCryptoGems for daily crypto content. And check out our website for frequent guides, project reviews, articles, and everything crypto related. Okay, let's get multiple airdrops in one, ladies and gentlemen. So we're officially on the ZK Sync website, which is zksync.io. And in the past, we've already made ZK Sync airdrop tutorials, which if you haven't watched them, I would highly recommend watching them, and you can find them over on our YouTube channel. We have ZK Sync as well as many other airdrops. However, today, this is extremely important. I do not want you to miss out on the ZK Sync airdrop, which I know is confirmed, and I know that is going to be airdropped to many users. Now, I'm hoping that you're going to be one of them, and you're not going to be a Cyber wallet address. So let's make our wallets non-Cyber. Well, let's try anyway. We can't guarantee anything. However, what we're going to do is first, guys, we're going to have to start with showing you how to bridge over. Now, this is going to be very important. If you've already bridged once, great. However, I would recommend bridging twice. And we're going to be heading over to the ZK Sync era bridge. So if you go up into the network of the website, you would see it. But moving on, what I would recommend doing is, guys, bridging to and from the ZK Sync era mainnet. And that's by using the official ZK Sync bridge and also third-party bridges. Now, the main bridge is important, obviously, because it's made by ZK Sync themselves. So from the Ethereum mainnet, you would have to suck up and use some gas fees, which, as you can see down here, the fee is going to be $4.56. What I would recommend doing is wait until Gwei is extremely low, just like so. Right now, Gwei is sitting at 10, which is fairly cheap for Ethereum. So make sure the Gwei isn't over 10, and you should have some fairly cheap gas fees. Now, $5 isn't that cheap for a gas fee and a fee in total. However, to get a huge airdrop, it was probably going to be worth it. Now, what I recommend doing is at least bridging over a minimum of $50. However, I do reckon that it's going to be a minimum threshold of around $500. Now, that is not confirmed. However, it is most likely. Now, I would also recommend withdrawing from the ZK Sync era mainnet, and then you can obviously bridge back from the Ethereum mainnet back to the ZK Sync mainnet after that if you wish. Now, as you can see, the difference in fees are extremely huge, which 36 cents to withdraw from the ZK Sync chain is absolutely incredible, and that's why everyone's going to be moving over to ZK Sync, Arbitrum, Optimism, and other Ethereum layer 2s. Now, you would obviously need to use the bridge so you can use Ethereum on the other side, and that will allow you to interact with networks, as ZK Sync uses the Ethereum token for gas fees and all of the fees on the network. Now, once you have bridged over your tokens, the next thing to do is go over to the ecosystem, and you're going to be using your Ethereum. So what I recommend doing is using these trending applications, one which is XY Finance, one which could be Reactor Fusion, Interport Finance, and many others. You can narrow it down by games, NFTs, and others. Make sure you're not interacting with any dodgy dApps, guys. It is very possible. You can also use the mute DEX as well. But what I want to show you guys is the most important part about this airdrop. Now, I'm assuming most of you have already interacted with decentralized applications in the ZK Sync ecosystem, and I'm assuming you've used the Orbital Finance Bridge and the ZK Sync bridge. However, most of you probably aren't aware that many decentralized exchanges are offering a piece of their airdrop just by you interacting with their protocol. And let me show you. What you want to do is you want to go back to the original website, which is zksync.io. You want to go up to where it says network, and under ZK Sync era, you want to click wallet dev portal. Now, don't worry, this isn't just for developers. What I want to show you is you want to go over to where it says assets, which is on the left-hand side, and it'll probably come up straight away. And you want to click where it says swap. And what this will do is this will bring up a list of decentralized applications that you can swap your tokens on. Now, if I show you Easy Swap as our main example, as you can see, we need to change our network in our wallet. So as you can see, I've got $107 worth of Ethereum on the ZK Sync network. We're officially connected. And if we go over to where these three dots are, you'll see what's called iPoints. Now here, as you can see, just like I explained earlier, Easy Swap will share 50% of potential ZK Sync airdrop it gets in the future. Swapping and adding liquidity will earn the iPoints. The more points you earn, the more airdrop you will be shared. Now, obviously, it is clear that ZK Sync are doing an airdrop. Otherwise, this decentralized exchange, as well as others, would not be having this as an event. Now, as you can see down here, the rules are swap value in a week. So you have to get a volume of $50, $500, $50 worth of Easy tokens, or $5,000, and with the corresponding points. So, for example, $50 in 1 week of swapping would get you 10 plus points, and holding an LP value position of between $500 to $5,000 would get you 30 points. LP value value staked for at least 5 days would get you 50 points, valued at 5k for at least 3 days 60, and 5k for at least 5 days 100 points. Now each week your points will be gathered up and then refreshed at the beginning of each week, so you can start again and get more points. As you can see, I've got 40 weekly iPoints this week and 60 iPoints in the previous week. And what you can do is, all you have to do is, so for example, if I go up here, go to swap, I've already done the easy swap points. However, if I do just another $100 or another $80, $90 worth of ETH into USDC, for example, and that will give me $88 worth of USDC. Obviously it takes a fee as well as the gas fee, but a lot of the gas fee gets refunded. So all in all, it will cost you a few cents worth of fees getting these points from these decentralized exchanges. However, it's probably going to be worth it with the ZK Sync airdrop. So if we go back to iPoints, it will probably take some time to get the history refreshed, which as you can see, the swap volume is exactly the same still. So we're going to come back in a second so I can show you the points have been added. But for now, if we go back to the portal, I can show you another protocol that is also releasing these points. As you can see up the top, we can see points are live. And what you can do is you can get a Planet NFT to boost your points so you can get more for each of the points that you get. So to get points within the SpaceFi app, all you need to do is add and hold liquidity on SpaceFi. $100 worth of liquidity is 1 point per day. Add and hold space liquidity, which $40 liquidity equals 1 point per day. Trading volume, $50 worth of volume per 1 point. Trade space, $20 of volume equals 1 point. And X space holder, 100 X space equals 1 point per day. So as you can see, there's many ways of getting points within the SpaceFi protocol. Maybe it might be better for you, maybe not. You don't have to use all the protocols. You don't have to use any of them. You can simply farm your airdrop just by using one protocol or a few protocols and avoiding the iPoints and the space points and all of these different points from decentralized exchanges that are offering you a piece of their cake. Now, I would honestly accept the piece of cake because it's going to be delicious and could make us very rich. So I'm going to be doing the SpaceFi and the Easy Swap points. So if I connect to your wallet, choose the mainnet of ZK Sync and your wallet, as you can see, we are now connected. I'm not going to mint an NFT. However, if I just go over to Trade Space, let's just say I did $24 worth of space. I'll now be getting some points. I'll be getting the airdrop from the SpaceFi, which will be great. And I'll also be getting it from ZK Sync directly themselves. So once I've done these points, I'll show you, and we can click swap, confirm swap. Okay, if we go back to points, might take some time just like Easy Swap. So as you can see, your point 0, so it hasn't updated yet. But with our points, we'll also be able to redeem some cool prizes. So for example, 50x space or Planet NFT, you can get a maximum of 1 per redemption per address or a maximum of 3 per address for the space. Now, you can just keep doing that, guys. Get your points every day or as much as you can possibly afford. With Easy Swap, it's different. You don't have to do it every day, just weekly at least, or enough per week. Let me show you the iPoints now. It should be updated, which it hasn't. It does update probably manually by someone behind the computer. However, it will update and your volume will increase and then your points will be added. And then at the end of the week, on the 25th of September, as you can see, all of these points here will be transferred to the My iPoint section. However, don't worry, all the points you will have will be added up in the end. Now, these are applications that you can interact with to also help you just get the normal standard ZK Sync airdrop, which will probably be the biggest one. However, using these decentralized exchanges that are giving away points for using their protocol will probably give you just a slightly bigger airdrop, which is exactly what we want, to be honest with you. Now, what I recommend doing is, guys, going back to the ecosystem and like I said, just using as many protocols as possible, just interacting with them. PancakeSwap is an important one. Maybe get involved with some NFTs or games or whatever you think is best. Provide liquidity in decentralized applications and so on. Now, in the past, we've also made a separate video on the SyncSwap protocol, which is most likely going to do an airdrop as their token isn't live yet. And also, they did have an event going on which was having points, and I don't know if it's still going on or if they're going to resume it once again. I reckon they will resume it once again. I reckon if you go over here, I reckon as you can see, it says the loyalty program is paused and they'll probably be starting it once again. However, who knows, it might be going on in the background, just checking to see if there would be any people exploiting the system. And for example, all you want to do is just swap, get as much volume going on here and as many transactions as possible. Maybe if you can provide some liquidity, just like myself, I have a couple pools and I don't even put much, but I've got around $50 worth in total. And I reckon this one could be another one that are going to do both a ZK Sync and Sync airdrop for each user on their platform. Now, to help you interact with another kind of decentralized application, and that is a bridge, I would highly recommend it, as Orbital Finance are most likely doing their own airdrop, which I've made a video on separately as well, and I would recommend watching. But you can basically bridge from ZK Sync Era to pretty much any network you like. There's a huge list, and this will help you qualify for not just only Orbital Finance and ZK Sync, but other airdrops like Zora, Arbitrum Nova, Polygon ZK EVM, Starknet, Linear, Base, and so on. This is another application to use. Now, another absolutely amazing protocol is Layer3.xyz, and this literally literally is a helping hand with all airdrops, protocols, and everything you can imagine on Web3. This will literally guide you to getting each airdrop from every protocol and every single blockchain, as well as teaching you something new about crypto. So what you can do is, guys, head up to the search bar on layer 3, type in ZK Sync, and you will find 7 quests that are currently available. Intro to ZK Sync Era, Exploring Mute, a ZK Sync Dex, OT Swap, Pancake Swap, a ZK Sync Era, Maverick on ZK Sync, and WooFi. So these are basically lots of protocols that will help you interact with. So for example, if we choose Maverick, all it will tell you to do is first introduce you to Maverick the protocol, then it will tell you to make a swap, and then you will have to make a swap on the Maverick decentralized exchange, and then you come back to layer 3 and verify it, and it will know whether or not you have completed a transaction. So don't try and cheat, otherwise you'll be stuck on the page for ages, and you don't have to retweet the announcement. You can skip straight past that, claim your rewards, your XP, and then wait for the ZK Sync airdrop, and it's as simple as that. So use layer 3, I would highly recommend it. Now probably the most important part of this entire airdrop, guys, which will probably make the huge difference and could possibly determine whether we do or we don't get the airdrop, and this is going to be the Gitcoin passport, which will determine if a user is Sybil or non-Sybil. As you may know, many users are probably using multiple wallets just to farm the ZK Sync airdrop, which they are able to use the different applications and obviously the decentralized exchanges that are doing separate airdrops of their own with the ZK Sync separate airdrop. So obviously there's going to be a lot of outgoings of ZK Sync, and they don't want users just to dump a whole bunch of tokens and then completely ruin their ecosystem. Instead, they have probably introduced the Gitcoin passport that will only make sure that one address per user will get an airdrop. So what you have to do is when you set up your Gitcoin passport, it asks you to verify Twitter, Discord, staking, Google account, Facebook, LinkedIn, and a whole bunch of different options. And then up the top, you will get a passing score. And what it recommends is to have a minimum of 20 passing score to be anti-Sybil. And this just proves that you are basically a real human being. You're not a bot trying to farm airdrops or just trying to take advantage of different protocols. Instead, you're a legitimate person with a legitimate wallet. And personally, I think this is a great idea and will most likely make our airdrop even bigger. So I highly recommend getting one. It will allow you to mint an NFT to make sure that you've proven that you've got a Gitcoin passport. You will have to use at least a few of these to make sure that you get the passing score of 20 or above. It can be quite tricky if you don't have any of these, so make sure to set up a few accounts, or if you have these old accounts already, then you will be just fine. Now, as you can see, 5 months ago was the last time we did the ZK Sync airdrop. It's most possibly going to be the biggest airdrop of the bunch, so I would highly recommend doing the ZK Sync airdrop and watching the old videos that we have. Also, we have a total of 36 different airdrop tutorials to take part in. Some of them are part 2s, so there's probably around 27, 28 different airdrops to get involved in. If each one of them gives you $1,000, that is $28,000, guys. So that's just to give you a little insight, and I would highly recommend getting involved with these airdrops. As you can see, there's so many to go through, so many to choose, and so many I would definitely recommend getting involved with. Now, guys, before we go, I just want to show you how important it is to do your research before you use any decentralized applications and interact with any smart contracts. So for example, if we look at Easy Caliber over here, and it takes us over to the DApp radar page, tells you all about the protocol. However, if we go over to CoinMarketCap, we can see that it says the smart contract of the following asset can be modified by the contract owner. For example, disable selling, change fees, mint new tokens, or transfer tokens. Please exercise caution before taking any action and do your own research. So it's very important to make sure that you're not interacting with any dodgy decentralized applications. To be honest, this doesn't sound right to me, so I don't like interacting with anything that doesn't sound right. So yeah, I don't really like these. I just think that it's a bit dodgy, and I'll probably be avoiding the Easy Caliber protocol. But we basically have so many different tools that you can take advantage of. I've made 8 videos in total, I believe, maybe 9. Pretty sure it's 8. Yes, it's a total of 8, and in each video there are 4 different crypto tools. So you guessed it, 32 different tools to take advantage of. This will help you to discover great crypto gems and also to help you avoid dodgy smart contracts and dodgy cryptocurrencies. However, sometimes, guys, it's almost impossible, but you can avoid it and keep yourself safe as best as possible. Now, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and leave a comment if you have any questions whatsoever. Guys, I really stress to make sure that you get a Gitcoin passport. No joke, it is probably going to be the biggest difference between getting the airdrop and not getting the airdrop. So make sure you get one of those. Make sure you interact with as many decentralized applications as possible, ones which are safe. Make sure you bridge over from the native bridge as well as third-party bridges. Use the decentralized exchanges that I mentioned for an extra bonus ZK Sync airdrop. Use layer 3 to interact with other protocols that are safe, well, which are recommended by layer 3 anyway. But guys, I love you all and I appreciate you all, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. And before we go, like always, we have a promotion running on Bybit, the best centralized exchange platform for buying, trading and earning. Bybit is home to all your favorite cryptocurrencies and you can claim up to $4,380 just by signing up using the link in the description below. It's simple. If you need help finding the right crypto gems, then follow us on Twitter at AltCryptoGems and head over to our website to get your hands on detailed project reviews, crypto guides and more. Thank you very much for watching and we hope you found this video helpful and informative. Until next time, DGens.